photo. Oh, we have the chance to check it out again.
So the Ouroboros was important to the Gnostics?
It depicts the eternal unity of all things. Balance.
Balance.
The painting and the medallion had the same Gnostic symbol, the Ouroboros.
Ouroboros. Complete world saturation. Resident Evil 5, viewers. Resident Evil 5. Was it a good game?
Was a cheap bottle of wine.
Was it a good game? For different reasons, not for the campaign. I enjoyed the Resident Evil game. I used to be a huge fan of the Resident Evil games, by the way, viewers. That was when they used to be like isometric, had the isometric view, akin to Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, and Code Veronica. Once they went to 3D, the game mechanics changed, and they became more about it being an action game rather than it being a survival game. Which is, yeah, people claim that it's also lost its horror aspect, but then again, Resident Evil games never been that scary. I gotta be honest. Thematically, they have a horror themes, which were great. I don't think they were scary, but they were great. But the survival aspect have been lost, and after that, I've couldn't find myself really enjoying these games as much as I used to be. Even Resident Evil 4, people claim that Resident Evil 4 is the best Resident Evil, blah blah blah. I think it's just okay, even for an action game. I gotta be honest. What I really enjoy about the Resident Evil games, though, is the mercenary mode. The mercenary mode, this is where the combat mechanics shine. Actually, where you have to optimize your playthrough and actually try and survive for the longest time and get the highest points. This is where the game try to optimize on, the game forces you to optimize on these mechanics, and that what makes the game really fantastic for me. And I still think that Resident Evil 5 had the best mercenary mode. I did play a little bit of 6 sometime recently. I think it's great. But I really didn't invest as much time as I used to, as I did with the older ones, with 4 and 5. I might actually do that sometime in the future. There's a lot of video games that I want to play. I'm really not sure if I'm gonna be able to put some extra time on that. It was fun. Don't get me wrong. It was different, though. Resident Evil 6 tried to do something different. The meta is the same, but the mechanics are a little bit... What can I say? How can I describe it? There's a little bit of redundancy, but of course there's a learning curve. Things might get more clear to me once I actually get a hand of its game mechanics, because I'll probably have to watch a few high-level gameplay of Mercenary Mode to actually see what can people do and experience that for myself, and I can actually get a better how do I say it? A better idea, or a clearer picture if the gameplay is an improvement over Resident Evil 5's Mercenary Mode or not. But yeah, Resident Evil games, they're trash. As campaign and whatnot. Yeah, Resident Evil 6. Yeah, I know. I'm getting off the rails here, viewers, with the Resident Evil games, but But I couldn't finish the campaign for Resident Evil 6, viewers. It was trash. It was absolutely trash. I really didn't bother finishing it. Never bother finishing it. It was a cheap bottle of wine.
It was a cheap bottle of wine.
We can inspect the portraits here. That's it. Oh, I can check the bin.
Nico's trash can was full of paper. No surprise there.
What does that mean?
Nico's trash can was full of paper.
What does that mean? I can talk to Nico.
Hey, Nico?
Yes, George?
One score.
Why would anybody want to wear this stuff?
Why didn't you offer her? Why didn't you offer her some, though?
Who knows? Just keep it away from me.
My nail.
What do you think of this, Nico?
Not much, George.
Damn, they didn't bother giving some interesting dialogue to that.
What do you think of this, Nico?
I don't know. Do you think it might be useful?
Wow, they didn't really bother.
What do you think of this, Nico?
Wow, they really didn't bother. Running out of budget.
I don't know.
Running out of budget. Come on. She has to say something funnier for the biscuit.
I'm pretty surprised this cookie is held up so well in my pocket.
Gotta work on the small talk, George.
Yeah, small talk. It's an art, viewers. It's an art.
Hey, Nico, have I introduced you to Trevor?
Oh, get that horrible thing away.
I would take it and squash it. Actually, I would throw it out of the window.
This paperclip is bound to come in useful. I just know it.
Well, you've surprised me before, George. I'd keep it.
I remember there was some sort of a... Was it the coal? The coal piece? It was a coal piece that he had with you for the longest of time in one of the games? And I think it came useful until the very end or something like that. I think it was the first game. Was it the first game or the second game? I cannot remember.
Here's the proof that Henri was involved in the robbery.
Interesting. But it doesn't help us find the killer.
I mean, we already found the goddamn gun, the weapon. The thief? You're calling him the thief and not the killer?
So let's go over what we know about the thief.
Okay, well, he had a distinctive tattoo on one arm.
Headhunters?
And his helmet had Waterloo Motors across it.
Yeah, that one too.
Not a lot to go on.
Medovsky?
What do we know about this Medovsky character?
Ronnie said he was dangerous and very rich.
Did he say he was very rich? I don't think he said that.
He claims to be the owner of La Malediccio.
And appears to be the boss of Vera's security who were supposed to protect it. Now that kind of figures. The best way to steal something is to get hired to look after it.
I guess. Do you get more money for that? For a painting?
But why steal a painting you already own?
Do you get money for that? Isn't... Actually, yeah. Like, I cannot think of anything. Like, getting money from whom? From the insurance company? It's definitely not gonna... Like, in the end, once he proves that... like, he didn't go with the recommended security company, then they can just file a claim that, hey, we had our criteria, he didn't follow them. Thus, he you know, he didn't follow the contract that we written. Thus, we are not how do you say it in English? We are not obligated to pay for the we're not obligated to pay the insurance money. That's it. That's it. They can go with that. So it's easy for not to actually follow this. So we should be clear. But I guess more evidence won't hurt, right? Like having the proof that Madovsky wasn't the real owner. Actually proving that Madovsky is the real owner is probably even a good reason to try and follow that line as well. If he was the real owner, then this is gonna be much easier for George at the very least.
We need to talk to this guy.
To do that, we need to find him.
I think they mean Madovsky. Tattoo!
You said the thief had a tattoo.
On his arm, it was a skull and crossbones with headhunters written around it.
The last time you wrote headhunters in the subtitles, you wrote it in one word.
We need to track down Waterloo Motors.
Have you tried the internet?
Do you have it plugged in?
I've been kind of busy.
Okay, let's have a look.
You have a computer,
Waterloo Station.
I guess you have an internet on your phone too. Yeah, I'm a boomer. I keep cellular data off at all times, by the way, viewers. I don't like notifications. I only turn on cellular data once I actually need need the internet on my phone. Otherwise, I make sure that it's actually off at all times.
Battle of Waterloo.
Battle of Waterloo.
Waterloo kebabs.
Kebabs! Now I'm hungry.
Waterloo Sunset. Here we go. Waterloo Motors. It's a garage in London.
In London? Am I gonna get stabbed if I go there?
I'll send the number to your phone.
Damn, I got some tweets. I got the tweets. Oh, we got their number, too. We got their number, too.
Nico?
Yes?
Nico had already made her opinion of the Brett pretty clear.
Of the Brit?
What do you think of this, Nico?
She's not gonna say anything about that.
You hungry, Nico?
No thanks, George.
You should offer her some Waterloo kebabs.
Are you sure you don't want to hold Trevor?
Hold!
George, I don't want to be in the same room as Trevor.
What do you think of this, Nico?
I don't know.
We need to find out who this Madovsky character is.
We will, but I think we've got all we can from Vera Security.
Did we now?
I found the gun that Henri was shot with at Vera Security.
Are we sure that it's the same gun? I think it is, but did we actually prove that?
If Madovsky owns Vera Security, it means that he must know the killer.
Well, it can't be Annette, but she has to be involved in some way.
It's definitely not Annette. The guy that did the deed was a man, without a doubt.
Why would somebody steal their own painting?
Insurance scam? But then why kill Henri?
Things can go wrong with guns.
I get the impression that Henri was somehow involved.
I mean, we already proved that he was involved. We already know that he was involved.
So, Waterloo Motors is a garage in London. That's a surprise.
What's so surprising about that?
Yes, I sent you their phone number.
What's so surprising about that, George? What is so surprising about having a garage in London? Alrighty, viewers. Can I dial Waterloo Motors? Well, I can. I don't think I talked to Rickenbacker. I'm gonna try to talk to Nico.
Mr. Rickenbacker, I've got some new information.
Bacher or Baker? I'm gonna call him Baker.
What now, Stobart?
I've got some interesting news to tell you.
Out with it.
I found a shredded letter that seems to implicate Henri and some guy named Medovsky.
Well, that's one piece of good news.
Well, I guess this guy doesn't recognize Medovsky.
I met a guy called Marquez who claims to be the original owner of the painting.
So, I could claim to own it too.
This guy has a photo of it.
I'm gonna
from
believe you.
childhood. He's also got a story about how it was stolen from him during the Spanish Civil War.
If that's the case, then the insurance would be invalidated.
That's what I thought.
So dig a little deeper into that story.
Just hangs up like this? Alright. So yeah, as I said before, the game gives you a reason why George is actually pursuing this. 'Cause that's his job. Which makes a lot of sense.
It would have been stupid to phone Nico while she was sitting opposite me.
But you always do stupid things, George. I like George. By far, I'm gonna say it right now, viewers. George is the best protagonist in any video games that actually originated from California. Pretty much the best guy from California in a video game. He's the best guy. Top 1. Top G. Vera Security's phones are gonna be disconnected, I think.
Vera Security had disconnected their phone. There was no point in calling.
Alright, let's dial Waterloo
Waterloo
Motors.
Motors.
Oh, the British accent.
Hi,
How can I help you?
my name is George Stobart. I'm investigating a murder that was committed here in Paris.
What's that got to do with us?
Talk about the tattoo
The killer
first.
had a tattoo on his arm. It said Headhunters. He was also wearing a helmet with Waterloo Motors written on it.
Oh, I know that guy. Yeah, he bought one of our helmets just the other day.
He went all the way to London to buy a fucking helmet, and you managed to recognize him by his goddamn tattoo?
Terrific. Do you know his name?
Nah. Brings his boss's Merc here to have it serviced. Word to the wise, though. I hear he don't mess about. The car's registered on Dutchy Street, if there's any help.
You guys have a location of the where the owners of the car? I don't think that, even if that's a thing, how does that even? Why is that a thing? I'm not obligated to tell anyone that I'm gonna buy a car from that I'm gonna live somewhere. I'm not obligated to tell it where I live. What kind of logic is that? And even if that's the case, I don't think what you did was legal.
I mean, that's all I know, mate, sorry.
No, that's more than enough. You've been a great help. Thanks for your time.
See ya.
Oh, and I guess they were helpful. Now we now have
Bingo.
a location.
Good work. That has to be the guy. And now we've got his address.
How about a trip to London?
I thought you'd never ask. Senor Marquez, will you be okay here?
I haven't finished talking to him though.
The bed is uncomfortable. But it will do. Come back quickly with the painting, eh?
Oh! Well, we're gonna go to London, I guess, without
London
talking to
cabins.
Marquet.
Gotta love them.
Alrighty, we are in London.
This is the place. Here on the right. To afford a place like this in London, you've got to be good at something.
Looks like a good neighborhood. Oh, I like that.
So, we clear on how we're going to do this?
Yeah, we're two insurance investigators, see? We finagle our way inside, butter Madovsky up, and then get the dirt on him, right?
Fenoodle?
Yeah, finagle. You remember how to finagle, don't you, Nico?
Fnoodle.
George, how could I ever forget?
Good, because I suspect we're gonna need Major League Fanoodling to get in this one.
You got it.
George is getting into it. George is getting into it. Alright, so we're in London. We're gonna have to do some something here, and we're gonna have control with Nico for this one.
George looked ready to fanoodle. Nothing could stand in his way. Except a fence, and a gardener, and the door.
I would suspect that Gardner is gonna use these scissors when it's actually needed.
Well, at least he was ready. It was George. It was George. It was the intercom system for Madovsky's house. It was the intercom system for...
Gate?
The gate lock was controlled remotely. The gate lock was controlled remotely.
I would definitely break a gate like this. You would definitely need a dog. Not to mention that you can actually just, you know, hop in from there easily. Putting a metallic siege like this, viewers, actually costs a lot of money, surprisingly. Like, you think that, like, something like that wouldn't cost much, but it actually does cost a lot. It costs a lot of money. A lot of money. Especially the fancy ones. Like, I remember we were trying to gate, like a certain, it was like a piece of land is, like a few kilometers, away from the city. And we try to gate it, just, you know, to make, you know, try and, you know, and set the territory clear, because we want to prevent future problems with someone else trying to build near us or something. And, you know, trying to build, like, a sieged area definitely did cost a lot. We didn't go with it, though. We actually didn't go with it, because once we saw the numbers, we thought, hey, it's definitely is not worth it. But we did build like some sort of corners to where you know, to the points of where our property starts and ends. Well, why did I say our property? It actually wasn't my property. What it was at one point. Spiral topiary.
It was a bush, but was it art?
George Bush?
It was a bush. The bush was perfectly shaped. The bush was...
That's the gardener. Can I go there? This area must be nice. You know, having it very, very close to the what do you call it? The Westminster, I think, the castle, the Big Ben. Yeah, this area must be really must be fancy.
It was topiary in progress. I never quite understood the appeal of novelty topiary.
I mean, it does definitely require a lot of work. That's a thing.
Topiary or not topiary? That was the question.
That was not funny, Nico.
Topiary or not?
It was definitely not interesting.
He had the typical features of an Englishman who liked beer and football.
Well, at least he called it football and not soccer.
He had the typical features...
Footballer. Well, let me talk to George a little bit.
Hey, George.
What's up?
Seriously, how are we going to do this?
She can't. She don't know how to finagle.
According to Ronnie, Medovsky is the real deal.
Coming from Ronnie, that's quite a compliment.
If Medovsky's the killer...
I mean, do you know who Ronnie is to begin with, George?
We need to be careful, which suggests...
I use my Gallic charm?
Exactly.
Hey, George.
What's up?
Never mind. Come on.
Oh, that's it? Alright. Wonder if I can use, I can dial my phone. Let's dial George.
There was no point in calling George while he was so close. Ronnie wouldn't have been too pleased to hear that I was chasing after Medovsky.
True. Well, I guess that's, the only thing that we can do. I don't think using the intercom would be beneficial for us. I think the only thing that we need to do is actually try and communicate with the gardener. Well, let me try the intercom.
No answer. I had tried the intercom once already. There was no answer. Ah, it's locked. The gate's lock was controlled remotely. The gate's lock was controlled...
Yep. Only thing that we can do is just, talk to the gardener.
Excuse me? Hello?
On your bike, darling. This is a private residence.
We're here to see Mr. Medovsky.
So?
Oh, that's Medovsky? Why does he look like, why does he look like Putin? Definitely looks like Putin. Just because he's, Russian. All Russian look alike. God damn it, game.
Showing him my press card would have blown my cover.
Yeah, because, yeah, we came here as, you know, as insurance investigators.
We have important business with Mr. Medovsky.
And who the hell might you be?
I'm Nico Kalar, and this is my colleague, Georges Stobart.
Well, isn't that cozy? Can you count, darling?
What?
Yes, of course.
Well then, 1, I don't know you or Laughing Boy here from Adam.
Laughing boy.
2, you ain't got no business round here.
How do you know?
And 3, I don't like French birds.
Oh, god damn it. Well, that's typical. From an Englishman, I guess.
Comprenez?
Comprenez? Well, I know comprende, which is Spanish. Well, I guess comprene is the French one, huh?
Hi, guess who?
What do you want?
Driver.
I don't suppose you know Mr. Medovsky's driver, do you?
Maybe you didn't hear me the first time.
Uh-oh.
Get lost!
Maybe George should talk to him.
Hi.
What do you want?
Gardener.
Do you work for Mr. Medovsky?
No, I'm standing here pruning his edges for a laugh. Course I blooming work for him. Look, will you stop asking all these blooming questions? Can't you see I'm busy?
Blooming.
Hi, guess who?
What do you want?
Maybe we should compliment his work on these. Yeah, on these. Compliment his work.
Nice bush.
Not like that, though. Nico.
Bush? This is so much more than just a bush.
Oh, I am sorry.
It's art, love. Or to be precise, topiary. And as everybody knows,
Topiary is a transition form.
that's right. A statement of man's dominance over nature.
I mean, we're already building, having a lot of buildings around. Isn't that a statement enough?
A metaphor for the human condition.
God damn.
And yet,
It's not enough, is it?
not for the big questions.
Life, death.
Right and wrong.
Tell me about it.
You struggle, monsieur?
Day and night.
Damn.
That is the human condition.
Can we ever escape it?
It is possible through meditation, contemplation.
I see.
It is our only salvation.
Well, you've given me food for thought, you have.
Anytime.
Much appreciated. At a difficult time.
You are welcome, monsieur.
So, anyway, this is my latest piece. What do you think?
Looks cool, I gotta be honest. Yeah.
It's very nice.
Definitely an eagle.
Eagle? A two-headed eagle.
Result. Get in there, my son. Yes, it's a Russian Imperial Eagle for the boss. You spotted it straight off. I owe you one, lady. You have got that rare quality. Real insight.
I'm sure everyone is gonna manage to call that as an eagle and not just a bird.
No, please. You have a rare talent.
Mm-hmm. Now he's warming up to us, I think.
We have important business with Mr. Medovsky.
I need a good reason to bother the boss with this. He's a busy man.
I understand, but I think he'll want to speak with us.
What makes what you have to say so important?
La Maledictio, a painting that belongs to him, has been stolen. If he wants his insurance claim processed quickly, then he'll want to speak with us. I think he might be annoyed if he finds out you never even told him we came around, right?
The guilt trip. Always work.
Okay, okay.
Well, not necessarily. That I wouldn't call that a guilt trip, because afraiding the wrath of a harsh master, I guess.
Hang on, I'll phone him now. Yeah, Mr. Medovsky? Yeah,
Insurance.
French bird. Yeah. Yes, boss. Right, I will do. You've piqued the boss's interest. That isn't always a good thing.
Uh-oh.
The gate should be open. I'll take you inside. Follow me, please.
All right. Good. Way to go, Nico, I guess. Is this Muammar al-Qaddafi?
Medovsky will be right with you, madame.
This is the late president of Libya. Motherfucking Muammar. He was his friend? Yeah, Muammar was a nutcase, viewers. Do you know that Muammar had an elite guard that's only made of women, and the reason for that he doesn't want to have men to guard him, so he can actually overcome them. He only hires women that aren't even like taller or stronger than him, which doesn't make any sense at all. Doing that, he was a nutcase. He was a nutcase for sure.
Well, we're in. Now what?
Ransack the place, of course.
We'll make him think we're all set to pay out on the policy. See if we can get him to talk.
That's the man himself.
Welcome, welcome.
Good day, monsieur. My name is Nico Collard, and this is my assistant, Georges Tabar.
You are here to discuss La Maledictio, yes?
Correct.
I am surprised to see you. My agreement with the gallery specified that my ownership should be kept in the strictest confidence.
Yeah, sure.
It would appear that agreement has been broken.
A man has been killed, monsieur.
An agreement is an agreement.
We're gonna play it softly. Wonder if any of these decisions are gonna matter.
My apologies for disturbing you, monsieur, but I'm afraid we must ask you some questions.
So be it. The loss of a painting is nothing compared to the loss of a life. Ask away.
Huh. I would probably ask about the painting itself and then Henri.
How did you come into possession of La Maledictio?
I purchased it at auction.
I think if we ask for receipts, he's gonna be a little bit on edge.
Did you know Henri, the gallery owner?
Oh, purely on a professional basis. My restorer recommended his gallery to me.
Did you ever meet him personally?
No, only via email. I rarely fly. I'm carbon neutral, you know.
Carbon neutral? What does
Very
that mean?
conscientious, monsieur.
Well,
Oh.
the planet won't save itself.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. Some of that decrease the carbon amount, mumbo jumbo. Well, it is important, viewers, but we need to find a realistic option. I gotta be honest. Until then, I think it's gonna be hard for us to actually, you know, decrease the activities that actually definitely that create all of that carbon in the air, or extra carbon, I should say.
Your restorer, how does he fit into all this?
Hobbs. He did a little cleaning work on La Malediction, that's all.
His name is Hobbs, huh? Oh, what's that noise?
We have reason to believe that the theft was an inside job.
He's not gonna like that.
Oh, that is terrible. The staff at the gallery were so pleasant to deal with, but such is human nature. I trust this won't delay the insurance claim.
I'm sure matters will be sorted out soon. What connection do you have to Vera Security?
I've never heard of it.
Liar, pants on fire.
Do you have receipts for the painting?
Of course, I have already sent them to your office.
These things take time to process.
What is there to process? I own the painting, someone stole it, and your company provided me with insurance. I am the victim here.
A state you share with the deceased, monsieur. There is strong evidence that ties you to Vera Security.
Are really sure about trying to go there with them right now? We're inside the lion's den.
Oh, you are beginning to sound like a policeman, madame.
We are merely doing our jobs, monsieur. We must leave no stone unturned.
I would leave this particular stone unturned if I were you.
Uh-oh.
I'd rattled him, but I didn't want to push too hard.
I mean, that's the only choice that we had.
Of course. We will check our information again.
I would do that. I think that is enough for now. When do you expect the claim to be paid out?
It will not be long, monsieur.
When exactly? Surely you can give me a date.
Yep. That's good business sense, by the way. I've learned, I'm not gonna say the hard way, but I've seen a lot of examples of people, getting delicted of paying out and not giving a really an exact date. Always ask for a date, especially when talking business. Just so even if you're lenient with them, just ask for a date. As long as you have a date, it's on paper. That's gonna always be beneficial for you, even if you're not necessarily in hurry to get the payment, where you understand them. I've always been doing that.
Monsieur Medovsky, I'm sure you...
Please excuse the interruption, sir.
What is it, Shears?
Hobbs is here.
Oh,
Tell him I'm busy.
The man of the hour.
He mentioned the portfolio, sir.
For pity's sake, can he not just follow simple instructions?
Pity. Not Pete?
Please excuse me for a moment.
The gardener's called Shears?
Yeah, probably not what his mother christened him.
Well, I guess we cannot do anything, huh?
What a creep.
Very clever creep at that. We got nothing on him, and he knows it.
He just brushed off the Vera connection. We need something else to get under his skin.
I mean, what can we get? We might be able to access his office, but I think he's gonna have cameras there.
I could use Marquez as leverage.
Huh. How, though?
Yeah, it's just one man's word against another.
So what else can we do?
Let's take a look around. Maybe there's something here we can use against him.
You mentioned the hard part. I don't
Good
think...
idea, George. You search, I'll keep watch at the window.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be easy. Not the window. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be easy. Whatever... I think the important stuff are going to be inside that room. Maybe there's gonna be something important here. Especially in that note that he grabbed, but... Yeah, I think these guys have to tread carefully. Otherwise, they might be screwed. Alrighty. Time for us to check this area out. Let's do some silly stuff.
Nika would think I was stupid if I called her while she was standing next to me. I couldn't call Rickenbacker without a reason. I needed to see Medovsky's proof of ownership.
Imagine if we can actually get a proof that he actually is the owner.
I didn't need to call the garage.
That would be really interesting. Trevor?
I could hear the little fella scuttling around in there.
Still doing his thing. So, anything interesting here to check other than Nico?
Nico had a determined expression. I loved it when she looked like that.
Damn.
Nico had a determined expression.
Those guys are lovebirds, huh?
Nico?
Shh. I'm eavesdropping, George.
How dare you shush me?
Nico?
Shh.
Oh, she's shushing me again. Okay.
Leather-bound classics. Bought by the yard, no doubt.
By the yard? That's not that big. Also, interesting that you're using a yard. Well, you are from the US. We'll use meters. Yards.
Leather-bound
Who
classics.
uses yards?
It was the door to the hallway. It was the door to the hallway.
Something tells me it's actually
I
locked.
knew we should wait for Medovsky.
Huh, so we cannot even inspect it. Interesting. There's a cigarette box.
The inlaid box was studded with gems.
Ooh, fancy.
Magnificent. The inlaid box was studded with...
Ooh. Very interesting.
It was a beautifully inlaid cigarette box. It was a beautiful...
A broken catch.